some people are convicted because they do not have a lawyer. They cannot put their case before the court, and the knowledge that there are people who could be on the death row without having to do it. I think when I started to know about these things from studying the criminal justice delivery system, it crossed my mind to say, you know what, this could be wrong. Somebody could be getting punished for something he did not do. In Zimbabwe, we've got people who are actually on death row awaiting execution for various crimes like murder. However, we have not actually had somebody executed in the past 10 years for that crime, but it is still retained in the statute books of our laws. Right now, Zimbabwe is in the process of writing a new constitution, which might be adopted in the next maybe few months or next year. And from the outreach that was held, I've heard this from people who are working on the issues of what do people want in the new constitution. I actually understand that quite a number of the people in the majority were saying that they want the death penalty to be retained. But what you need is a strong message from the legislature that it's no longer in our statute books. That way it brings finality to the issue and it makes the law certain. And a moratorium is a step towards the right direction. But what we need is for that provision to be removed from our statute books. The kinds of necessary actions that need to be put in place, I think in my view, it's education, education, and education. People need to be made aware that firstly, the death penalty does not act as a deterrent. Reports and researches have shown that it does not act as a deterrent. Secondly, it is an element of finality. In other words, you can't review death penalty once somebody has been executed. So if there is a mistake there, it's irreversible in nature. And also, as a form of punishment, it does not reform anybody, does not help the community. So it should not have a place in society. When I look at the future of the fight for human rights, and in particular in this case about the death penalty, I think it can only be brighter. We've come a long way. It's been tough. More and more people know about human rights within the decision-making bodies, parliament, legislature, executive, at a local level. And regionally, you have got all these human rights bodies coming up, the Commission, African Court, and it is the language of human rights. And I think people will get there. All we need to do is not to get complacent. We take it like building blocks, a block at a time, and we make sure that each block we put in place is strong enough so that we don't end up taking a step forward and 3 steps back.